Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces April 12, 2022. You can feel motivated to do something special and unique related to work, health, or routines today. However, there's a tendency to dwell on the past or express yourself defensively that might need watching. It can be tough to take the high road and rise above needless arguments or defensive stances, but it's best to avoid stressing over the little things. In truth, something positive can come out of these things. For example, clearing the air may be refreshing, or after second-guessing something, you ultimately recognize its value and feel stronger in your convictions. Also today, taking steps to secure your future with someone or for your family can figure strongly. You're especially protective of loved ones and entirely ready to take charge and defend your space if necessary. No need to Google their moon sign. Your spidey senses are already telling you what time it is. So much so, Mercury the Messenger's transit through intuitive Pisces is activating your heart-centered fifth house of love, passion, and self-expression, so as cliché as this sounds, listen to your heart. Granted, with the meticulous Leo moon lighting up your 11th house of community, society, and the World Wide Web, you could be overanalyzing the opinions of others despite your own romantic longings. Mercury will also sextile Uranus, adding a layer of unexpected energies to the mix, so go with the flow. Evoke a little passion for your professional commitments. Your mind is daring to dream while Mercury is in Pisces, as this transit has allowed you to take a creative, imaginative approach to your projects. Since Mercury sextiles Uranus in Taurus today, you may see how your projects can dramatically transform the value of your obligations and working relationships. Conversations about putting your spin on professional commitments could radically change the nature of who you work with and what you work on. This can be great if you have a wonderful idea to propose to your colleagues. For the second time this week, a friendly aspect to the dwarf planet Ceres in your financial sector is starting to separate. This time it is Mars, while earlier in the week it was Venus, with the planets of money and war giving you a better read on your financial needs and priorities and of what you are fighting for. Not everything in your private life is running as well as you would like. Friends and family have their own wishes and goals and are not bound to show consideration to you. Even though it's tough, accept that some situations will not run according to plan. Try to change your perspective and understand others' points of view. This is the best strategy at present. You've spun so far out of the mainstream, in at least one direction, that you're having a hard time keeping up with your closest friends. Try to reel yourself back in a little. If you are longing for love and the feeling of security this brings, don't always pursue it with such vigor or be overly concerned if a love you want isn't always available. You can get what you want by taking your time, being a little more relaxed and calm. A brand new outlook brings with it the promise of success. You are probably in full swing today, enjoying the effects of good decision making. However, it would be helpful to know what you require in terms of diet and exercise. Routine is the best way to conquer laziness and fear. Don't leave it up to the last minute to decide what's for dinner or what your daily activity will be. Planning ahead is a small but effective way of building healthy self-esteem, as well as a healthy body. If everything seems to be going wrong for you lately, this day can help you get things back on track. Your natural skills and abilities will soar on this day, and you will gain a lot from taking a different look at what's been occurring. When things don't fall into place, you have the opportunity to change the situation. Perhaps a different approach is needed, or maybe it's time to throw in the towel on that particular project. Use the cues as indicators of what needs to be changed. Mercury is not just the planet of communication, but the planet not only makes us more mentally focused but determines where that focus will be. Today, as Mercury leaves your work sector, he leaves you with the intellectually savvy and articulate edge needed to keep working smarter, head in the game, ideas on the table, and the communication lines open. This is something that the Sun will continue to promote, while Mercury turns his attention to having the communication lines open as he returns to your relationship sector today. With the Sun still 9 days away from his return to your relationship sector and from turning the solar spotlight onto your relationships, Mercury's return today is a chance for a head start. At a time when the stars are still aligned on the romantic front, and that will only deepen, Mercury returns to give your relationships the communication support they need. Our eyes in the sky. In the morning, Saturn forms a T-square to the lunar nodes in Taurus and Scorpio, encouraging us to embrace discipline, maturity, and self-respect. We currently linger at a crossroads. Responsibilities weigh heavily on our minds and hearts, and it may seem like the best way to achieve the results we desire is to use force, enact a power play or two, or demonstrate our will by playing the competition in a game of chess. Scare tactics might have worked for us before. Stress or intensity may have gotten the job done. However, we're currently prompted to choose the patient path and elect peace over fear. The road to becoming our own authority is paved with these choices. Do we opt for the quick fix, the thrill, the pleasure of victory where there is a clear winner and loser? Or do we opt for the route that may take more time for us to see success but promises outcomes rooted in harmony and longevity? In the late afternoon, the Leo moon trines the Aries sun, stimulating pleasant and sociable feelings. This is a great aspect to relax and spend time with friends. We are in the mood to give and receive compliments, but also independent enough not to take offense if others come to the table wanting to do different things. We're all a bit interested in taking the spotlight now, but know that we shine brighter in good company. Saturn squares the nodes of destiny today, pushing us to make major decisions when it comes to our commitments. This may relate to a relationship or project that we've been on the fence about for a long time. If you're longing to partner with a special someone, today is when you might decide to take the leap and give your heart to them. However, if you're unsure about being in a relationship with this person, you might decide to reconsider. Saturn, the planet of commitment, wants to make sure that you're giving your all to the right person or project. After all, why should you hold back from a situation that you want? Basically, if you're not feeling the situation will lead to a long-term partnership, it's time to pack your bags. This also relates to the way you do business. If your boss is domineering or unkind, this could be the time to go to human resources. And if you don't want to stay in the job or work for them anymore, you might want to start looking for another opportunity elsewhere.